What's happening, guys? It's Rafael at Top Shot Collectibles, and today we're talking PSA submissions because, as you all may know, PSA shut down their lower tier services. It's been, I don't know, several months now since that happened. And so, me personally, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys too, have been putting aside your singles, your lower end singles that you normally will send under that bulk tier, and holding on to them. There's other companies out there that were great. Tag would have been my second choice, but they are also backlogged, and the cheapest tag service available right now is $130. So, I went and talked to other people, did a little bit of research, and so we've decided that higher end cards that have a chance at a black label will be going to BGS. Anything that's lower end, I want to say $50, $40, and $20 gradables that we have, we're going to hold off. We're going to put them aside. We're going to create a pile. We're going to wait until PSA bulk tier opens back up because we're in a rush, right? We're in a rush to grade those. But anything that is 120 and higher raw value that could potentially grade into 4x, 5x, 6x multiples, that we can actually go ahead and submit to PSA. Now, this week is a pretty busy week because it is nationals. So during nationals, we have BGS and PSA at the show taking in submissions. So what you can do is you can go online, create a submission, and I do believe it's a bit faster because now you are handing it over directly to PSA and it's already in the system as received, right? So it saves you a little bit of time. So I'm going to be doing that today. I'm going to bring you guys along because, quite frankly, I already processed the cards that I'll be submitting, but I'll show you here what we got. All right, so it's nothing too crazy, and don't mind the mess in the background. A lot of those boxes, when you run an online TCG shop, those pile of boxes, a lot of times I reuse those for other packages, and the pile is just kind of tough to keep it organized. But anyways, back to the video. So we got the beautiful Mewtwo MU tag team that we're submitting, the Mewtwo MU GX, also from Unified Minds. We have the EV Snorlax GX. These are pretty clean copies. The Mega Charizard X, that one's going into PSA under the $80 tier, which is the only one available right now. I think I want to say it's 45 to 55 days return on that. Here's a beautiful Team Rocket's Mewtwo. That one, if it does get a 10, it's going to go straight to the PC because I still need that one. And the Mewtwo V-Star as well is going to go straight to the PC if it does get a 10. So these are the stack of cards. So I'm going to safeguard them with some shipping protectors. I'm going to wrap them around, put them in bubble wrap, put some rubber band around it to keep them in place. And we have the box ready to go. We're going to get that ready, get the paperwork in there, and we're going to drive over to Nationals, see what Nationals have to offer, and drop this off. So yeah, I'll see you guys once we get there. I just thought about something as I was packing the cards. I don't know if I should have put this in a box and seal it and taped it because we're doing a drop-off. We're not shipping it. So I don't know if they're going to open it up and take in the cards and scan them and everything, or if they're just going to scan the code and take him in. I guess we'll find out. So I'll see what happens once we go there. Quite frankly, this is the first time I do a drop-off. I've never done a drop-off before. I usually just go and ship it. It's the easiest thing for me. But today, because we already wanted to go to Nationals and check things out anyway, I did see, by the way, for those of you interested, I did see that you can pay, I think, $250 and they will do a end of show return. Meaning you go in the morning, drop off your cards, and by the end of the show, they'll have it ready to go for $255. Pretty pricey. I think that is reserved for super high-end grail. Anyways, I'll see you guys once we get there. All right, so we have a slight alteration to the plans because we're literally driving to Nationals right now. And as I'm driving, I got notification that my PSA submission from late April is now ready for pickup. So that means that we have to now add one more thing to do before or after the convention today. We gotta pick up those slabs, and it's the perfect timing, I will say, because there was a little bit of a large submission. I think it was about 25 cards that I submitted, and they're ready for pickup. So it's perfect timing because I'm gonna use them at the So TCG this weekend. So that'll be good. I'll bring you guys along. So I think the plan is now to go to the convention, submit to PSA, and then rush to pick up the slabs, and then rush to drop off our hardware equipment that we're going to use for the show. They're allowing us to do this today, so that way tomorrow it's not too crowded. So that's the plan. I'll see you guys once we get to the Nationals convention. All right, so we just made it into the Rosemont Nationals event here, and I am pretty sure this is going to be primarily sports. It is pretty packed out here, as you guys can see. Look at this. It's pretty packed. A lot of whatnot banners everywhere here, but We are here for the PSA submissions. We're not here to look at a lot of like the sports stuff, but from what I hear, 5 to 10% is gonna be TCG vendors out there. So we're gonna check those out. Why not? We're already here. We do have limited time. It's looking pretty good. There's several. I don't know what's going on over there, but I can see that there's something going on over there, and the main entrance is over there. We're gonna check things out. First things first, we're gonna go find a PSA booth, and we're gonna submit our cards. I'm gonna show you guys that process, and then from there, maybe we'll find some tag teams for the PC. Maybe take a look at what TCG vendors are here today. One thing to know is that if you are a prior veteran, retired veteran or active duty military, the entrance to these conventions is absolutely free. You just go, walk in, show your ID, and you get in for free. So that was a nice perk. We'll show you guys what this is looking like now. All right, so we found the PSA booth. It is right there, but I'm being told by the PSA reps that we have to come back at 5 because the line got pretty chaotic. It wrapped around the entire thing. This is all PSA here, PSA Live, and all that. Let me show you on that side. The line right now goes all the way over here, and it goes all the way around circles to that PSA. That booth over there is all for drop-offs, and because the line is closed, we have to wait it out for 45 minutes, which is shrinking the time that we have left to be able to go get those graded cards at GameStop and the time window that we have to go set up for tomorrow's show. So maybe now the plan is to find the 5% TCG shops that are here, the vendors, and see if we can find some tag teams. But it's a pretty big space. We're gonna have to find a map to get around because the majority of things here are pretty much sports. So let's see if we can find something good, and I'll catch you guys up. PSA submission process was pretty seamless, right? It was pretty straightforward. They just scan your QR code. You didn't really need to bring paperwork or anything, just the cards, QR code, and you're good to go. The thing that did delay the process was the hour and a half that we had to wait. When we got there, the line was pretty big and they weren't taking any more people, as you guys saw, so we had to wait 45 minutes to come back at 5 to then line up, and that took another, I don't know, 30 minutes or so in line to get to the booth. And so do I think it was worth it? I believe that because I didn't pay to enter the show, it was well worth it. The items are already received and they're already in the system as ahead of the queue. But again, would I do it again at a show like this? Probably not, especially if I have to pay to go into a show just for the purpose of submitting cards at a booth. I probably wouldn't do it. Now, if it was a Collecticon, for example, where, you know, I would actually be at the show already because I enjoy the TCG and whatever Collecticon has to offer, then 100%, yes, I will take advantage. Now, I will say that despite the lower end tiers being completely gone at PSA, there was quite a bit of people submitting every single hour. 100 to 150 people in line every hour. They'll stop the line and then they'll open it up an hour later, and the entire time I was talking to some PSA representatives, it's been like that all day since the opening, and this is just day one, so I don't know how much more they're gonna take in. We do know that they have a backlog of 10-12 million cards, and that's why they stopped the lower end, but it just boggles my mind that they're still taking this amount of cards at the $80 tiers. So we are rushing to GameStop right now because we have those 24 PSA slabs that we gotta pick up before they close, and yeah, we'll see what we get, and I'll see you guys over there. All right, so we just got to our local GameStop and we picked up the goodies. We have the goodies in here. They didn't fit, so they put the rest of them in a little baggie. We're not gonna review that yet because we do have to get to the Chamber Convention to set up for the So TCG 4-day event that we have this weekend. All right, so we made it to set up time to So TCG. We got our tables here in the corner. We're all setting up a day early just to be able to come in early tomorrow before VIP hour, and we're able to get things run a little smoother in the morning. Christopher is there setting up a couple of the displays. We got some stuff that we're gonna be leaving here, like the shelf, and none of the products gonna stay overnight, but our cases will. And there's a lot going on here. We got a whole bunch of TCG on this side, whole bunch of sports on that side. So while I got you guys here, since we didn't get to reveal that PSA submission that we just picked up right in time, we're gonna do just that right now. First time doing the So TCG. We'll see how this goes. It's a 4-day event. It should be pretty intense. So you guys are gonna have to give me some time to release those videos, because it's gonna be a lot of footage to go through. But why don't we start with a bag? Let's see. All right, there's 24 cards in here. There's nothing too crazy. I think the majority of them, because I submitted through GameStop, the majority of them were. Let me go back. I think the majority of them were lower end. Nothing too crazy, if I remember correctly. But here we go. First up is the promo, and we got a 10. Let's go. All right, our first 10 out of the 24. Beautiful. All right, here we go. Another promo. This is the Sunday Heroes promo from the poster. 10. Boom. 2 10s. Come on. Let's do this. Lucario. 9. 9 on that one. Okay. All right. Can't win them all. And Lucario again. 10. Let's go. It's looking good so far. How many Lucarios did I send? This is the 4th Lucario. Boom. 10. Oh my God. So 2 Gardevoirs, 2 Guardians, and 2 Lucarios so far. All right. Moving on to the box. Honestly, I don't remember what all we submit. Was I covering the wrong? Oh my God, I was covering the right the entire time, thinking that the gray was on the right side. That's funny. We're just gonna run with it. All right, first partners, Bulbasaur. Let's go. Oh, that's a 9. All right, 2 9s, 2 9s. All right, not bad. Okay, I'm covering the right side this time. All right, here we go. That is the Charmander first partners, and it's a 10. Let's go, baby. I got another 10. All right. Here is the Squirtle. Oh, can we get sequential? That's the first 10, right? Yep, we got the Charmander. I think I submitted these in order, so we should. This was 366. Let's see. Boom. Got a 10? Yes, 367. Let's go. All right, if the Bulbasaur is a 10, we, ladies and gentlemen, may have a sequential set right here. What do you think? Think we got it? Oh, let's go. 368, 10, sequential. Let's go. All right, another Charmander right here. And boom, 10. All right, I'm liking these odds. Already. Let's go. Another Squirtle, first partners. And that's a 9. Okay. That's a 9. All right, the Pikachu promo from the Paldea chest. And it's going to be 8, 9. Okay. Another Paldea from the chest. And that's a 9. Okay. All right. Take the stack out of the way. All right, here we go. I know. It's 24 cards. All right, here we go. This is beautiful Zapdos. One of the best. I think this has one of the best arts out of 151. Yes, sir. And it's a 10. 10? Let's go, dude. Look at this art. The Japanese art, man. Like, it doesn't get any better than that. All right, here we go. The Mewtwo. Ooh, beautiful. Like I actually need this. Well, I think I have it for the PC in English. I don't remember. Batman Mewtwo. Let's go. Let's go, bro. We're doing good. We're making progress. Oricorio. Why did I send this? I don't know. It's Shinji Kanda. It's kind of cool. And ooh, Shinji Kanda didn't as good as 2 of them. Come on.
9.
Boom, 9. Holy stack of 9. That's not good. 1, 2, 3. All right. What is this? Charizard VMAX Soaring Shield promo from the UPC. 9. We missed that one. Holy smokes.
But that's the Godzilla.
Magneton Surging Sparks promo. 9. Man, these were all the duds.
I like the Magneton.
It's pretty cool. It's Shinji Kanda too. EV promo Fruitcake from the SPC. Let's go.
9.
I feel like this EV is kind of tough to grade in a 10.
Pikachu.
All right, Paldea Evolve ETB. Pikachu. Let's go.
9.
9? Oh my God, the 9s are catching up, guys. The 9s are catching up.
These have to be 10s.
Big Teeny. Beautiful Big Teeny promo. Come on.
9.
All right. We're going to the Snorlax 151.
I like that one. Oh, 10.
Let's go. Okay, we needed that.
That's
Beautiful.
If this one's also a 10, that means it's 50-50.
Why? You been counting?
I think so. 9.
9.
Oh, no.
Oh my. All right. All right,
What's
let
the
me
save
do
for
some
this
quick
one?
count. All right, so did a quick count and we are 50-50 on this. So essentially a 50% return, which is not good. I'll tell you. I usually like to shoot for 80%. 50% is not good, but I did a little bit of math. Even after grading fees, because I did pay $25 and $5 shipping for these. So even after grading fees, with these tens that we got here, we still like $620 profit. And mind you, a lot of these nines that we got here, they're probably gonna be crackable so that we can then be able to move in my singles. So we still did pretty good. All right, so we're gonna finish set up over here, and I'll catch you guys once we wrap things up for the day. I'll see you guys. Peace.